we're just gonna do a couple takes, you know, try to kind of get this thing going. I mean, I imagine it won't take that long. The greats like Hank and George and Conway Twitty, they do it in, you know, 1-2 passes, and if they didn't get it, you know, they wouldn't even bother with the song. You know, it just usually doesn't take that long to get it if you know what you're doing. You know, anyway, let's get this thing going, man. Come on, kind of get in here. Is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yeah, Shane, let's just go ahead and check the levels on your microphone real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay, Rex, there's not that much room to really lean into it back here. I'll
try to make yourself comfortable in there.
Okay, I'll do the best I can. Hi, I'm Shane Triplet. I'm from Turkey Holler, Alabama, but I'm up here today in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm recording my first ever CD, and I'm so excited. It's my debut album, and I finally landed on the right title, I think, and it's going to be called Greatest Hits. I've written a lot of songs over the years, written a hell of a lot of songs, and I think most of the songs are probably hits, but out of all the different collections of songs, these are probably my greatest. Hitch a ride down to the riverside, back of the pickup, back rows, red cups. Gonna roll down to the water hole, mud on the lift kit, spitting that did spit. Hitch a ride down to the riverside.
Hold on.
What, dude?
I just need to check the levels, okay? You don't need to, start
Rex,
going crazy with the song and everything.
Man, that was the take, man. What happened there? I've always ate, slept, and breathed music. And, scientists, they talk about playing classical music up against the womb for the baby, and they call it like the Mozart effect. And my mom, she told me that when I was, in the first few trimesters, that she would actually be playing Joe Diffie up against her womb. And I'd just be rocking back and forth. She'd be playing Wild Blue Yonder. And I just couldn't get enough of it, even as a fetus into a baby. And I'd just be rocking up against the womb walls, just, listening to Diffie. They called it the Diffie Effect. That's like, if you don't capture it, sometimes it's like that's your grandkids not going to college.
You gotta wait for the music, Shane. You gotta wait for the music to play, and then you sing along with it. And we're gonna check like that, okay?
Oh, okay? So you want me to put the headphones on? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need the headphones on.
All right, I'm just gonna test the mic. I'll just test the mic out then, and all right. Cold beer. Cold beer.
Oh, it's really distorting in here. Is there any way you can sing a little bit quieter? I mean, I've got everything turned all the way down. I got it.
Look, I can try to tone it down or something, but like this is called Greatest Hits. I want these songs to hit. I can't have them do that if I hold back too much, man. So, okay, I'll try it out some other way. Let's see here. Cold beer. Cold beer.
I could hardly hear you. I got it turned all the way up, and I could hardly hear you.
Okay, man. We're just gonna do a take of the song because this is starting to take way too long. I had great grades growing up, and when the time came to maybe go to college, I was looking at quite a few schools. I even looked at Brown up in Providence, and I went up there and toured and everything. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So I decided that I was going to hit the road and start playing, and in every sports bar I could play in. I just had this attraction to sports bars. My whole thing for a while was if the game ain't on, I ain't on. And sometimes I could get the timing where, especially on a big play, I could even play the wide receiver as he's coming down the sideline into the end zone. I would, up the tempo. Down at the river, water flowing like beer with a couple fishing poles, tackle box gear. Down at the river, water flowing like beer with a couple fishing poles, tackle box gear. Down at the river, water flowing like beer with a couple fishing poles, tackle box gear. Down at the river, water flowing like beer with a couple fishing poles. I'm an artist, and artists have emotions that other people don't. And we can hitch a ride down at the riverside, back of the pickup, back rows, red cups. Gonna roll down to the water hole, mud on the lift kit, spitting that dip spit. A hitch a ride down to the riverside, back of the pickup, back rows, red cups. We're gonna roll down to the water hole, 6-pack, 6-string. Come on, everybody, sing it. No, 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 no. It's a no, 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 no. It's a no, 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 no. Now. Woo!
I mean, if that ain't a hit, I don't know what is. I'll be
straight to the top. Straight to the top.
Now, I was recently watching an interview with the great Rick Rubin, and he always talks about how important it is to have great vibe and atmosphere in a studio. But his one secret weapon is that he likes to have his artists make mood boards. So I thought it'd be a good idea to have Shane make one. And Shane, you want to show everybody the mood board?
Yeah, I'll show it to them. This is what Rex got me to do here. Yeah, we got radio up, tailgate down, Grizzly Wintergreen. This is a cold beer. This is Arthur Rimbaud. He's a French symbolist poet. He wrote The Drunken Boat, about a boat that's like supposed to be like drunken on the seas, you know, not at the whim or the will of anybody else. But I think that it was very foundational to country music. You know, you have songs like Jake Owen's Drunk on a Boat, or Dierks Bentley, Drunk on a Plane. And I'm in the process of writing a song now that is, you know, I just got to figure out what I'm going to be drunk on. But it's in the works. And then I got Rambo. I just love his films, and, you know, love the kind of the way he looks and carries himself. It's just a good movie. I was out in Memphis a while back, and there was a consignment shop that's near Sun Records, where all those amazing records were made. And this guy, Dooley, he sold me these glasses. And I said, those look like Elvis glasses. He said, they are. I said, what do you mean? Are those the model that he used? He said, no, those were actually Elvis's glasses. And I said, what? I said, what do you mean, man? He goes, Elvis actually came back through the shop, and he was visiting Sun afterwards, and he left his glasses there. And this guy somehow was able to pick them up. And so I thought, man, can I have them? He said, well, he liked me. He said he liked me, and he liked my vibe, so he let me have them for a great deal. And I'm paying it off in installments, but I think after this record goes through, I'll be able to, you know, hopefully pay it off by the end of the year. And I mean, they're gold Elvis glasses. And he even gave me these Elvis mints to go along to sweeten the deal. How cool is that? Golly, man, that's like the best song I've ever heard, man. And it's kind of freaking me out because, like, I wrote it. Oh, we got something gold here, Rex. What do you think, man?
I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, it sounds good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Let me tell you something. I'm Shane Triplet. My uncle Stanley, he's a bright guy. He told me a long, long time ago, he said, Shane, it ain't about the fame. It ain't about the fame. It ain't about the glamour, the tour buses, the women, the exotic pets. You know, it's about the money.
I mean, it's pretty good, Shane.
Let me tell you something. I've been trying to follow your process. I've been trying to follow everything you do. You want me to do exactly what you say. You want to make a mood board. Let me say something about mood. You killed the mood, Rex. You killed the radio up. You killed the tailgate down. Grizzly, cold beer, Arthur. I'm going to take that one with me. I'm out of here, man. Goodbye. I'm a personable guy, you know, but I ain't a social butterfly, you know, per se. I ain't everybody's best friend, you know. I like my privacy, and I'm just a guy, But I think when it's all said and done, and after this album launches, I'll probably be quite the superstar. So I'm trying to get myself kind of mentally and physically prepared for that, and you know, there's a lot of bright lights that are ahead in the windshield for Shane Triplet.